Hi guys, and welcome to my review of the newest generation of the Tiempo Legend, the Tiempo Legend VI, which has recently been revealed by Nike. I was actually lucky enough to get these a little early, so I've been wearing them for the past 2 to 3 weeks now, and feel I have a strong understanding of what the new Tiempo Legend 6 is all about, and to share my opinions in case some of you were just wondering about them or were planning to get a pair in the coming months. So let's start off with the aesthetics. So this launch colorway is part of the new liquid chrome pack, which is pretty strange because there is absolutely no liquid chrome finish anywhere on the new Tiempos. As we can see, the upper is a light gray, sort of dark, dirty white, if you will. Then we have the swoosh on the outside and instep, which is black, and outlined by a very bright infrared color. The sole plate is black with infrared graphics on it. We can see there's two different graphics on the sole plate from right and left. One has a big swoosh and the other has a Tiempo stamp running across it. So now the main talking point of the new Tiempo is the upper. This is what makes the Legend 6 completely different from all the previous models. The upper is a super soft kangaroo leather, very supple. As you can see, it syncs with the touch of my finger. Stitching is very minimal. We just have those two that run along the side of the front, which basically prevent overstretch and maintain some sort of stability when cutting and etc. You probably noticed these ridges in the upper, and that seems to be some sort of support skeleton embedded in the upper, which is similar to what we saw in the last generation of the 11 Pro. But what's better about this support system is that it doesn't create this excess bulk to it. So while you feel the skeleton in hand on the Tiempo, once you slip your foot in, you don't feel it at all. And all that excess bulk like we saw on the 11 Pro is completely gone. So now going back to the heel, we have this strange black rubbery substance, which is actually quite stiff. And I'm guessing the purpose of this is just added protection and extra stability. Nothing more to look into there. And so now let's move on to the most revolutionary part, or at least what I think is the most revolutionary part of the new Tiempo, and that is the fused-in tongue. So we have this one piece upper now, and it's pretty much identical to what we saw on the Vapor 10. And this fused-in tongue really locks the foot down in place. So what's interesting about this is that if you are familiar with the Vapor 10, these new Tiempos, because of this fused-in one-piece upper design, it sort of has a Vapor 10 feel to it, in a sense, not completely. Which is nice because I do like the Vapors, the new Vapors a lot. So what you get is this Tiempo boot with a fused-in tongue, which gives off a sort of vapor feel to it, which is interesting. And what I really like about the new fused-in tongue design that Nike seems to be implementing on all their latest boots is the fact that now we don't have the problem of the tongue sliding to the side, which I don't know about you, but drives me crazy sometimes. And so that eliminates the problem. And while I have a lot of praise for this no tongue design, it comes with difficulties. I'm not going to lie, I hate putting on and taking off the shoes. It's extremely difficult, and unless you completely loosen the laces, slip your foot in, and then you have to retighten them. And then obviously taking them off, loosen the laces, take your foot out, and leave it for the next time you're using it. That's the only real technical difficulty with this new fused-in tongue design. And if you can cope with that, then, which is not really much of a problem at all, then you'll really like this new locked-in feel with the Tiempos. Alright, so let's move on to the sole plate, which honestly there's nothing much to be said here because it's the same as the Tiempo Legend V in all aspects. It's nothing out of the ordinary. We have conical studs in the forefoot, moving into the midfoot, and then the oval shaped studs in the heel, 4 of them, with support studs running along the top for added stability. And these sort of circular studs are great for maneuverability on both turf and natural grass fields. You should have no problems whatsoever with traction. They're long enough to penetrate the ground perfectly, and the circular studs are perfect for, rotation. So for the sole plate, you can see it's pretty thin and flexible, so stiffness shouldn't be an issue. Also, you might be thinking, thin and flexible, is there any stud pressure? No, I did not experience any stud pressure whatsoever. We have the normal Tiempo insoles that we have come to know with the pour-on inserts, so it has this nice cushioning to it. In the forefoot of the sole plate, they have this crevice, which allows for easy flexing of the front of the foot for, natural movements such as accelerating, kicking, etc. And now for probably the most important part in considering a new shoe, you need to know the fit. So I usually wear 8.5 in pretty much everything on the market nowadays. But for the last few generations of the Tiempo, I found myself wearing a size 9, as they do run a tad narrow and a tad short. So for the Legend 6, it's pretty much the same thing. The leather is super soft, so you'll get some stretch out of it, but not a ton. So really the way it fits out of the box, which is really tight, it will loosen up a very tiny bit. But overall, the size that you get out of the box, you will maintain that for the rest of the time you wear the shoe, give or take, a few. So to make this easier for you guys watching, I brought some other models that I've been currently wearing or wore in the past that fit me perfectly, and give a size comparison to the new Tiempo Legend 6. So here we have the Tiempo 4 Elites, size 9, Nike Premiers in the new Clash Tiempo colorway. Those are also size 9. And I have this upcoming colorway of the Tiempo 6, black, gold, and white, in size 9 as well. And I have to say that all these fit me perfectly. The light gray model is a size 8.5. And while they did fit me at first, I did have points during playing where I wish I had a tad bit more room for my toes because they were pressed right up against the tip of the upper. So when I tried on the size 9 Tiempo 6, I did find myself have a little bit more room. Just other boots I want to just throw out there. I wear 8.5 in the Superfly. I wear 8.5 in Addy Powers. That's going back a few years. But those are boots that I wear in 8.5 and have to go up to a 9 in the Tiempo Legend 6. So really, if you are considering on getting a pair and you are a Tiempo wearer, usually, I would recommend getting the same size that you wear for the last few generations, the 4 Elite, 5, and you should have no problems with sizing. In terms of durability, like I said, I had these for about 2 to 3 weeks, and I have to note that I've only been wearing them on natural grass. So that's why I guess they look as pristine as they do. Ignore the dirt. But yeah, I've only been wearing them on natural grass, so natural grass tends to be pretty friendly to cleats, especially leather cleats. So I can't say the same thing if I wore them on turf on a regular basis. I will try to wear them more on turf and get a better idea of durability so I can tell you guys. But in terms of build quality, they are exactly the same as the previous Tiempos. I can't say that they're less durable or more durable. Build quality is about the same. So what the lifespan that you got from your previous Tiempos, I would expect the same exact as you would get for the Tiempo Legend 6. All in all, do I recommend the Tiempo Legend 6? Yeah, I do. Is it an upgrade from the Tiempo Legend V? I would definitely say so, mainly because I might have this little bit bias. Was not a fan of the Tiempo Legend V at all for various reasons. But luckily we have Nike to thank for revamping the upper of the new Tiempo Legend VI. So it's really nothing like the Tiempo Legend V. Is it my favorite boot out right now? Straight answer, no. I do really like the soft K leather upper, which is hard to find on boots nowadays. But would I say it's my favorite at the moment? No. I do have other options out there that I find myself wearing more just because I prefer the feel and the fit of them. Overall, ratings wise, out of 10, I would give it 8.5 out of 10. So like I said, I like them. I don't love them. They are a very solid option for anyone looking for a new pair of cleats. And that's pretty much it. If you have any further questions, as I'm sure I left out some major areas of discussion on the new Tiempo, just leave a comment down below and I'll reply to the best of my ability. Till next time, see ya!